Top 20 strongest One Piece characters. Are they that strong or are they not that strong? Let's find out in this video right here. Voila.
Today, we'll be ranking top 20
Okay.
strongest characters in One
Turn this up
Piece.
a little
We'll
bit.
start with one of the strongest admirals, Kizaru. And in the
Kizaru.
later parts of the video, we'll be covering some
Wait,
of
he
the strongest
says the
characters
weakest?
that are on par with legends. Borsalino, more commonly known by his alias Kizaru, is an admiral in the
I heard
Marines.
he was
Befitting
like
his admiral
crazy OP
status, Kizaru's physical
because he's literally light. Like, he can move at the speed of light. He can attack with light. You can't hit him because he's a Lugia, which is the light fruit. I don't know what it's called, which is beyond OP. Like,
prowess
my
is
man's.
immense. His raw strength
I
was
thought he was,
enough
like,
for him
top
to trade
5.
equal blows with the elder Rayleigh and even engage Whitebeard himself face to face. Generally, Kizaru's melee attack style
No shades.
emphasizes incredibly heavy kicks via his ability to move at the speed of light, allowing him to easily demolish entire buildings and incapacitate pirates of noticeable skill with a single blow. Kizaru
Yeah.
ate the Pika Pika no Mi,
The
a Logia
Pika
type
Pika
devil
no
fruit
Mi.
that allows him to create, control, and transform his body into light. He's also able to perform kicks at the speed of light, shoot laser beams, and blind his opponents. During the Sun
That's
War,
broken.
Kizaru
Imagine you fighting this dude made of light, right? And he's just toying with you. Out of nowhere, bam, solar flare. What do you do about that? Then he punches you to a building at the speed of light. You're like, my man's. It doesn't even seem fair.
fought several strong pirates on equal footing. However,
I think it's
Whitebeard
broken.
and Marco were the only pirates that prompted the Admiral to fight somewhat seriously. He was ultimately one of the few people to emerge from the war
How do you
wholly
even
unscathed,
lose?
not a mark to show for it. After each character,
Him
we'll
and
also
D
predict
tier's
how
crazy.
strong they'll be by the end of the series, and you'll definitely be surprised by some of the results.
Luffy's probably number
In
one,
Kizaru's
to be
case, I
honest.
don't really think he'll get much stronger than he currently is, so his place will stay the same. Also, if you stick till the end of this video, I'll share an interesting fact about Shanks that 95% of people don't know.
Shanks is the One Piece. Bam. And if it's not Shanks, Luffy's the One Piece. Calling it already. That's that prediction magic right there.
Number 19, Aokiji. Aokiji is a
Aokiji?
former Marine Admiral and the first one to be revealed in the manga. Arguably the greatest yet testament to
Was he on a bicycle?
Aokiji is a former Marine Admiral and the first one to be
There's no way this man's biking on the ocean. What? How was he doing that?
revealed in the manga. Arguably the greatest
The
yet
magnet
testament to his
for- I
strength
don't know.
is his duel against Akainu.
Oh,
in this
it's
battle,
probably
he
ice.
matched his extremely strong adversary for a total of 10 days until he suffered his defeat. His attack speed is notable as well, with
10
him managing
days?
to intercept Whitebeard's quake-powered Naginata mid-swing by fully encapsulating its wielder in ice. Against Doflamingo, he proved fast and stealthy enough to sneak up on him, taking his back without the warlord noticing until Aokiji spoke. He then prevented him from dealing a killing blow to Smoker by icing him up faster than he could move his hand, while leaving Smoker untouched. Before his loss against Akainu, Aokiji was considered to be the strongest Marine Admiral. Therefore, he deserves the 19th spot on the list right above Kizaru.
And that's
Also,
a
I don't think
D
he'll get
tier,
any
which is
important power-ups,
crazy.
so his place should be the same at the end of the series. There are still 18 incredibly strong characters left to cover, and the next one
Okay.
is almighty Kizuki Oden.
Odin,
Even when he was
okay.
9,
I
Oden
reacted to Odin before. Bro, I think he might be my favorite character. This dude's actually so clean. It's Odin and Roger. No, wait. Yeah, Odin and Roger are my favorite two characters in the series.
was already such a skilled swordsman that he waged war against the entire Yakuza and was able to fight against them all by himself.
Yakuza.
At the age of 10, he was eventually arrested for almost killing someone. When he grew up, in his interaction with Whitebeard, Odin took a point-blank quake punch from Whitebeard straight to the face and was fine afterwards.
Bro, you got
Additionally,
that
he held
dog
onto
in
a
him.
chain pulled by the Moby Dick and faced
The Moby
many
what?
dangers and climates of the New World Ocean
get
with
that right.
no protection for 3 days before eventually letting go, more because he went to rescue Toki than due to exhaustion. Prior to his prime, when he met Roger and got hit by his divine
Yeah, it was
departure,
this fight
Odin got
scene.
back up immediately.
Bro, it
with
was
only minor
so
injuries.
clean.
In the anime, during his fight against Kaido, Odin was hit by his blast breath not just once, but twice, and powered through them both times. As a testament to his monstrous strength and endurance, Odin was able to hold up all 9 of his retainers on a thick wooden plank while his lower half was submerged in a large pot of boiling oil for over an hour.
What?
An unprecedented feat that impressed even Kaido. Since Odin
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. One Piece got some durable characters. Like, they're a little too durable. That, bro, like, I don't have like an award for that. How? How is that possible?
was able
That's
to hold his ground
insane.
against Kaido and would possibly even win if he wasn't distracted by Higurashi,
Opus
who
two.
certainly deserves to be placed above admirals.
Nah, bro, you can't give him D tier after that. There's just no way. He fought Roger and Whitebeard. I'd give him a B.
Since Odin is
Personally
already
speaking.
dead, his
Not
place
because
at
I'm...
the end of the series
Oh,
would
he's
obviously
dead? Wait, what?
to be placed above Admiral's. Since Odin is already dead, his place at the end of the series would obviously stay the same. Number 17.
I know he was dead.
Rayleigh, Prime.
Rayleigh.
Silver's Rayleigh, also known as the Dark King, is an extremely powerful and famous retired pirate who
Doesn't look
formerly
that,
served as the
powerful.
first mate of the legendary Roger Pirates. Shakuyaku stated that he was 100 times stronger than all of the 11 supernovas by the time they first arrived in the Sabaudi archipelago. Rayleigh's tremendous battle prowess allowed him to fight on par with Admiral Kizaru, preventing him from attacking the Straw Hat Pirates. However,
Okay.
Rayleigh himself has admitted that he's not as young as he used to be, and
Bro's
as
an
a
old
result,
head.
can tire in battle. This means that in his prime, he was probably much stronger than when he fought Kizaru. It's really difficult to say if Rayleigh was stronger than Odin in his prime. But
Nah,
since he was
Odin's
Roger's
definitely
first
stronger.
mate, we'll put him higher on the list. But frankly,
Cat.
it can go either way. Number 16.
Big Mom.
Charlotte Linden, better known as Big Mom, is the
Bro,
captain
her
of the
character
Big
design
Mom
is so
Pirates.
goofy.
As she was one of the 4 emperors, she was considered to be one of the
She
4
just looks
strongest
evil.
pirates in the world. When her former fellow Emperor Kaido threatened to kill her if she came to his territory, Big Mom simply invited him to try and said he wouldn't be able to dissuade her. Even the Straw Hat Pirates recognized that she
Okay,
could crush
she was
them
not
quickly and
afraid.
easily if they fought her recklessly. Linden acquired the powers of the Soru no Mi after
Soru
eating its
Soru.
previous owner, Carmel. This is the only known devil fruit power that was acquired through the means of cannibalism. This fruit allows her to manifest people's souls as an ethereal.
So that's what that... Okay, so before there was a comment that's telling me that it wasn't this arc with Big Mom in it. It wasn't like all childish and stuff, and that she was actually a cannibal or something like that. I'm like, whoa, that's a little dark. And it was something about how that arc was very, very dark. It had to do with I think it was called like Cake something. I'm not there yet, but I heard it was not as good as it seems, or something like that.
Ethereal substance that she can grab hold of, so long as the intended victim feels fear. She can then steal the soul from the victim, taking away their lifespan by an amount of her choosing. Once she has them, Big Mom can infuse the stolen souls into objects to give them life, turning them into beings called homies, which act as her servants. She can also consume her own soul in order to make herself bigger and stronger. Big Mom also possesses immense mastery in the uses of Haoshoku Haki. She was first seen using
What's
it at Sanji
Haoshoku
and
Haki?
Pudding's wedding, and was later seen again when she fought with Kaido at Onigashima. The clash of their Haoshoku Haki was powerful enough to cause a massive shockwave that split the sky open. Although Big Mom never
That's
fought
gonna be a
any
crazy
of the
feat.
previously mentioned characters, is one of the 4 emperors, she should be
Come on, bro. There was only Big Moms over Odin, and especially Kizaru. Like, there's no way. Cause what can she do against them? Nothing. And same with this ice dude. You could just freeze her. Like, bro, you freeze her like this, fam, and you shatter a limb of hers. Like, it can't be that difficult. She's literally a huge target. Her name is Big Mom, right? She probably isn't that strong as they say she is. Like, come on, man.
stronger than them. Number 15. Blackbeard.
This dude's
Blackbeard is the
ugly.
captain turned admiral of the Blackbeard Pirates, and currently one of the 4 emperors. By some unknown method, Blackbeard became the first, and so far only, known person to be able to wield the powers of two devil fruits at the same time. With the power of darkness, the Yami Yami no Mi, and the power of earthquakes, the Gura Gura no Mi, Blackbeard claims himself to be truly invincible and the strongest of them all. Teach also possesses tremendous physical strength, which was demonstrated when he seriously injured Luffy and Ace in just one hit, sending
Bro,
them
they got
both
bodied.
crashing back with incredible force.
Wait.
In the anime,
Okay, wait, hold up. How did Luffy get hurt right there if he has a rubber body? That don't
Teach
make no
also possesses
sense.
tremendous physical strength, which was demonstrated when
You
he
tell me
seriously
Luffy gets hurt by getting slammed to the ground, but when his body just be like elastic and just like, you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense.
injured Luffy and Ace in just one hit.
Especially
sending them both
Ace, like, bro, he
crashing
made a
back with
fire. Turn
incredible
fire.
force. In the anime, he was shown to be able to knock back and injure Whitebeard with a
It
few
has to be, like,
punches,
plot
a
or
feat
something.
that shocked the other members of the Whitebeard Pirates. An example of his sheer endurance is that he took a point-blank gear-second attack from an enraged Luffy and was hit by Sengoku in his Daibutsu form, only to come out with minor injuries both times. Teach also shows incredible tolerance to pain, as despite his devil
Okay.
fruit increasing his pain, it never stops him for long. We didn't see much of Blackbeard since he acquired the powers of Gura Gura no Mi, but it's certain that now he's one of the strongest characters alive, therefore we placed him above Big Mom.
How do you say he's one of the strongest characters alive, but have him in C tier? How much does this list progress? I'm having a hard time believing that. like characters can get that strong in One Piece. Like you would think peak would be like, let's just say Kaido and Luffy as of now. You know, especially like even like Whitebeard and stuff, like they're really strong. So how can they be on D? I refuse to believe there's like much stronger people.
Mom. Blackbeard will probably face Luffy sometime near the end of the series, and I'm pretty sure he'll get some pretty insane power-ups. And because of that, his place on the list would be much higher, around 9th
Okay,
place.
he's A.
Number 14, Dragon. The Revolutionary Army is the group of
That's kind of
rebels
a
who are
L-
not
a L
controlled by the
name.
Fox moral regime of the world government and see how it continuously controls and ruins the lives of the common man. The leader of this group is the world's worst criminal, Monkey D. Dragon, the man who dedicated
Monkey
his
D.
life
Dragon.
to stopping the celestial dragons and bringing true freedom to the world. Dragon's first
Oh, question.
appearance-
Okay, so in the comment section, can you guys please? Oh my God, can you guys please let me know? So the whole like Monkey D, or like the D in general, what does that mean exactly? So I think they brought up talking about it was like a family or like a clan or something like that. I just want to know what it means, just to like refresh my memory. That's about it.
was in Logatown, where he stopped Marine Captain Smoker, who previously
Smoker.
seemed impenetrable due to his devil fruit. Dragon casually stopped Smoker from killing his son, and the Marine Captain himself knew that he was in the presence of a man that he clearly
Oh
could
my
not defeat.
God, he got
Unlike Dragon
gapped.
Luffy, Dragon is more serious personality-wise, and very focused on his goal of creating the New World Order. Dragon would save and train Sabo, Luffy's
Oh,
adopted
Sabo.
brother, after he got shot and badly injured by a celestial dragon. This shows how dangerous Dragon can be, as he was able to raise a fairly ordinary child into becoming his second in command and one of the deadliest men in all the seas. Dragon, albeit an enigma to most people, is actually known around the world due to his active recruitment of new members into the army. Although Dragon is pretty much confirmed to have weather-based powers, as of now, we don't know how strong he actually
Oh,
is.
no,
His current
it's
place
not
on the list
known.
is
Okay.
purely a speculation, and it's possible that he's much stronger than this. So for the
Ew.
end of the series, we'll put Dragon a bit higher, around 10th place.
That's
Number
fair.
13, Mihawk. As the strongest
Mihawk.
swordsman in the world and
Now he looks clean. I haven't seen much of him yet, but that sword he has and his drip too reminds me of a Captain Jack Sparrow. I get that vibe off of him. Maybe that's what Oda was going for, but he seems like he can be really, really strong. I'm just saying.
former rival of Shanks, Mihawk is an immensely skilled combatant. He easily
The
defeated Don
crossword.
Krieg's entire fleet of 50 ships and 5,000 men by himself,
Oh
with
my
only the main
God.
ship surviving because a bad storm pushed them away. His strength is so great that Don Krieg even accused him of having the devil fruit powers. A true testament to Mihawk's abilities is
He
that
doesn't have a devil fruit? Wait, no way. Wait, I hear that right?
Don Krieg even accused him of having the devil fruit powers. A true testament to
He doesn't
Mihawk's
have a devil
abilities is
fruit.
that after the 7 warlords of the sea were abolished, his bounty was raised to 3,590 million
Okay.
bellies, one of the highest bounties in the world that even
Okay.
surpasses two of the current 4 emperors. His incredible strength and influence were proven once again when Buggy became an emperor, simply because the Marines thought Mihawk was serving under him. In the past, he was also known as the Marine Hunter.
The
Zoro
Marine
himself
Hunter.
admitted that even after training with Mihawk, he's still not anywhere near his level
he
of skill as a swordman, further attesting to Mihawk's combat and fighting prowess. True to his epithet, Hawkeyes, Mihawk also
Oh
possesses
my
extraordinary
God.
skill in Kenbun Shokuhaki, as he was able to easily track Luffy's high-speed Gear 2 movements and strike with extreme precision. As someone who's rivaled Shanks in the past and fought him multiple times without losing, Mihawk is definitely on par with emperors and deserves his spot above the likes of Big Mom and
Why wouldn't
Blackbeard.
he go higher? He seems like he can do more than Big Mom, but yet he's still in the same rank as her. Oh, that is so dumb. Put him at like A. 50 ships. And I think he said, was it 50,000 pirates? Something like in the 10,000s and like, you know, up. Dude, that's you should be higher. Yo, justice for
Number
Mihawk.
12, Luffy. As one of the 4 emperors, and at
Luffy's
the
number
young age
12,
of
no way.
19, Luffy has proven his physical might time and time again, having developed a significant level of strength to match some of the world's most powerful fighters. Luffy has utilized his gears, transformation techniques made possible by his devil fruit powers, to tremendously increase his physical strength and subdue
Yep,
powerful
just learned
opponents
about
like
this.
Bluno, Rob Lucy, and Don Quixote do Flamingo. During the climax of the raid on Onigashima, Luffy managed to awaken his devil fruit. This gave him the ability to transform into the
Can
sun
everybody
god
awaken their
Ika.
devil fruit?
After awakening,
I wonder.
Luffy demonstrates many new abilities, such as being able to freely manipulate the shape and size of his body. He also takes on a more cartoonish fighting style, being able to grant the environment around him the same properties as rubber,
That's
which allowed him to
broken.
deflect a bolo breath by bouncing it back at Kaido. Luffy is only one of 2 confirmed people in the world capable of not only using all 3 forms of haki, but the advanced application of each one. Most notably, Silver's Relay stated that he has a noticeable talent for haki, having mastered the basics of all forms in only a year and a half. Through fighting against and training with powerful haki users in the New World, Luffy strengthened his skill with each form of haki to a much greater degree and became even more powerful. As of now, we can't place Luffy any higher on the list as he still didn't master his new ability.
What? Okay. Bro, who made this? Yo, this dude is not cooking. Do not let this dude ever cook in his life. Like, what? They're about to have Kaido like at A and keep Luffy at C. I'm calling this.
However,
like,
in the future, after Luffy proves his might using Gear 5th, he'll definitely surpass some of the characters that are currently above him. Therefore, he'll probably be around 2nd place. Number 11, Akainu.
Or first,
As
because
with
he's
all
the main
admirals,
character.
Sakazuki's physical prowess is immense. His raw physical strength was enough for him to go up against and clash evenly with Whitebeard, the strongest man in the world, in close quarters. Perhaps most impressive, however, are Sakazuki's vast durability and endurance. This is best illustrated by how not even 2 successive Quake punches from Whitebeard could keep him down.
Bro, he actually got folded. You see his body bend?
This is best illustrated by how not even 2
My man became a crescent moon. Look at this. Yo, he has his butt tilted up. How are you alive? You should be dead.
Successive Quake punches
from
Whitebeard
sense.
to keep him down. The second blow strong enough to split the island of Marineford in 2 as a side effect. Sakazuki ate the Magomago no Mi, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to create, control, and transform his body into magma. His magma is extremely hot and highly explosive, thus making it well suited for combat, allowing Sakazuki to burn, melt, and destroy anything in his path. In fact, among all devil fruits, Sakazuki's is said to offer the greatest attack power. Akainu's primary method of combat is transforming his arms into magma to launch burning punches that can easily penetrate human bodies.
Yeah,
he also drastically enlarge his arms to throw forward
He's
giant
the one
magma
that
fists.
killed Ace, right? I think so. Because I remember Ace was like, I'm gonna protect Luffy or something like that and gets hit with the donut. Right? Something like that. I think.
Meant to reach enemies farther away. Although Sakazuki is vulnerable to haki attacks, the heat his body creates has enemies heavily discouraged from coming near and striking him physically, lest they be burned. Luffy and Akainu will surely cross paths at some point in the future, and it'll definitely be an interesting battle to say the least. At this moment, it's really hard to say which one of them is more powerful, but for now, we'll put Akainu on the 11th place. With Akainu covered, we're only halfway there, and these next characters are on.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna go back real quick. I'm sorry for pausing it. So, okay, so with the knowledge I have right now, right? So since Kaido is stronger than Big Mom, right? Hold on, I'm not cooking. I'm gonna stop. No, I'm
11th place.
I'm gonna say a
Akainu
horrible
covered,
take.
We're only halfway there, and these next characters are on a completely different level. Number
Legends?
10, Sengoku Prime. Sengoku, the Buddha, is one of the most
The
underrated
Buddha?
characters in the world of One Piece.
Bro, it's Hashirama.
Sengoku is a very intelligent man who dedicated his life to serving the Marines, protecting the lives of the innocent, and extinguishing the evil of piracy in the world. He was very good at using haki, and he also possesses the mythical Zoan-type devil fruit that allows him to transform into the mighty and powerful Golden Buddha. His strength is known around the world.
What kind of fruit is that? That doesn't make
And his
sense.
partner Garp as the only worthy adversaries who can stand a
Oh, look at this random fruit right here. I'm gonna use an example. You take a bite of the fruit. Bam. I'm now the Buddha. Like, what kind of fruit?
chance against him in a fight.
What's the chances
this would
of
make
getting
him one
that?
of the world government's strongest form of
That's
offense
funny.
against the world's strongest pirates.
And there's a
After
guy that
Roger
gets
was
the jacket
captured,
fruit.
He and Garp would
That's
stop
so
the Pirate
unlucky.
King from being rescued by Golden Shiki when he broke in to recover Roger from the Marineford headquarters. As the fleet admiral before Akainu, as well as the mythical Zoan-type devil fruit user, Sengoku is well placed at 9th spot. Number 9, Shiki.
My
Shiki
man's
was
a
the
Super
captain of
Saiyan
the Golden
3.
Pirate crew, and during his time with them,
What
he would
the-
become one of the most
What is that? And this is to go even further beyond. I'm not doing all that, but bro, that's so much hair.
Dangerous and noteworthy captains in all the seas.
Jeez.
Shiki was one of Roger's greatest rivals and has battled him many times in the past. At one point, Shiki even offered Roger to form an alliance together, but Roger refused due to their different ideals. This would anger Shiki, and with the aid of his 51 commanding divisions, he attacked Roger and his crew in a battle that would come to be known as Ed War. Years later, after Roger got captured, Shiki couldn't believe it when he heard the news, and so he single-handedly went all the way to the Marine front yard, demanding that he saw Roger. There, he was engaged by Garp and Sengoku and was eventually defeated and sent to Impel Down. Shiki would defy all odds and be the first one to break out of the prison, but at the cost of losing his legs. Golden Lion Shiki is one of the legendary pirates to sail the seas and a vicious force that most people would not stand a chance against in a fight. Since a lot of Shiki's achievements are non-canon, we can't be sure how strong he really is, but considering that it took—
Imagine you got a bunch of feats, but they're non-canon. They're like all movie and novel feats. That is crazy.
Both Garp and Sengoku to bring him down, he's definitely at least Emperor level. Number 8. Kaido. Famed as the world's strongest creature, Kaido is one of the most powerful pirates in the world. Notably, he has a bounty of 4,600,100,000 bellies, which is the highest known bounty of any pirate in his era, surpassed only by the bounties of the legends like Whitebeard and Goldie Roger. With a
Wait, why do Marines have bounties? If somebody can answer that in the question in the comment section, because wouldn't bounties be for pirates specifically and not Marines? Because Marines are the good people, you know?
Swing of his kanabo, he can send normal-sized people flying into the distance, and he broke past the tremendous defensive power of Luffy's Gear 4 with ease. Sengoku once said that even a mere apprentice in the Rocks Pirates, Kaido was able to earn the respect of his vicious companions through his sheer strength alone. Kaido's body is nigh indestructible, and even attacks strengthened by Busoshoku Haki can't damage his incredibly tough skin. He received a powerful barrage of Gear 4 hits from Luffy and only became sober and felt nothing more than annoyance, receiving no injuries whatsoever. As if his incredible strength isn't enough, Kaido also possesses one of the mythical Zoan devil fruits, Uo Uo no Mi, model Seiryu, which allows him to turn into a giant dragon. As a dragon, he can release devastating blasts of fire from his mouth, which can fully obliterate large structures, such as an entire mountain and the castle that stood on it. Kaido has mastered his devil powers to the point where he can access some of his abilities without needing to transform, such as generating flame clouds to levitate Onigashima. The reason Kaido is ranked above Luffy on this list is simply because he's already fought a bunch of other characters and was wounded before engaging Luffy. Therefore, if he fought Luffy in his full power, it's not really clear if Luffy could defeat him. Number 7. Shanks. Red-haired Shanks, commonly known as just Red Hair, is the chief of the Red Hair Pirates and one of the 4 emperors that rule over the New World. Shanks possesses immense physical strength, as he was once a rival to Mihawk, the strongest swordsman in the world. Even with only one arm, Shanks can wield his sword with immense power, able to easily match Whitebeard. With his physical strength combined with Busoshoku Haki, Shanks could defend against the Kainu's extremely destructive Magma Fist.
There was no— he blocked that with one sword too?
Shanks could defend against the Kainu's extremely destructive Magma Fist. Shanks possesses vast mastery in the usage of Haoshoku Haki, a rare type of Haki that only one in several million people in the world can use. When boarding Whitebeard's main ship, Shanks was capable of knocking dozens of his men unconscious, many of whom were seasoned pirates able to survive the New World. Also, the flagship itself was damaged from the sheer force of his presence, impressing those around him. A true testament to his mastery of Haki is seen during the Wano Country arc. He could send out a powerful burst of Haoshoku Haki to paralyze Ryokugyu while on his ship miles outside of Wano, stopping him in his tracks without even needing to set foot in the country, simply based on—
Isn't that Haki called Conquerors? I believe it's called Conquerors.
He deserves a spot above all currently alive emperors. As for the end of the series, it's very likely that Shanks would turn out to be much stronger than he appears, and possibly have some secret powers we don't know about. If this turns out to be true, his place on the list would be a bit higher, around 5th place. Number 6. Garp Prime. Monkey D. Garp is an extremely famous and powerful
Monkey D.
Marine
He's another Monkey D character.
He's considered a living legend and is one of the most powerful Marines in history. In his heyday, he was famous for cornering Goldie Roger many times, as he was one of the very few people capable of fighting the Pirate King. In fact, Roger states that he and Garp had almost killed each other many times throughout their battles. As a testament to his strength, together with Roger, he fought and defeated the Rocks Pirates, the most powerful pirate crew in history. This tremendous feat earned Garp the title Hero of the Marines. As another testament to his sheer power, Garp defeated and nearly killed Don Qingjiao in the past with a single punch.
I don't know who that is.
500 million bellies and was said to be able to split a continent with a headbutt.
Why does he have a cone head?
Bounty was
Yo,
over
all those
500
character
bellies
design
and
are
was said to
kind
be
of crazy. Like, how? Why?
able to split a continent with a headbutt. This earned him the epithet Garp the Fist.
Garp
Even at
the
the ripe
Fist,
age of
okay.
76, he was shown to be able to easily strike down Marco the Phoenix, despite having his Devil Fruit abilities activated at the time,
Wow.
which was something that both Kizaru and Akainu seemed unable to do. Based on that, we can't put him any lower on the list. Only 5 more incredible characters are left, and if you already made it this far, you definitely won't want to stop watching now. Number 5,
Whitebeard.
Edward Newgate, more commonly known as Whitebeard and the strongest man in the world, was the captain of the Whitebeard Pirates.
Whitebeard
In his
Pirates.
prime, he stood
Wait, so he's a pirate. Oh, never mind. I thought Whitebeard was a marine, but he's a pirate. Okay.
shoulder to shoulder with the Pirate King
Wait,
Goldie
that don't make
Roger and was
sense.
capable of fighting him to a standstill in one-on-one combat. Even in his old age, he was able to effortlessly defeat Ace over 100 times. On one occasion, he was even able to counterattack and injure Ace while sleeping. During the Summit War of
Ace is going outside. No wonder why he died. Bro, he was asleep, unconscious, and you still get countered. How?
Marineford, Newgate's health was declining at a rapid rate, but despite
That
this,
is
he was able
sad.
to engage in combat with Aokiji, Kizaru, and Akainu on even terms. Even when on the verge of death, he was able to easily defeat Blackbeard in 2 blows. The world government was prepared to use practically the entire
Crazy.
Marine force, plus the 7 warlords of the sea to fight Newgate and his crew. However, Sengoku even remarked that their victory wouldn't be guaranteed due to Whitebeard's overwhelming power. Whitebeard ate the Gura Gura no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allowed him to cause
Paramecia.
quakes and generate powerful shockwaves. This power is considered to be the strongest devil fruit power within the Paramecia class. According to Sengoku,
okay.
Whitebeard had the power to destroy the world. His quakes would cause serious damage and alterations to the surrounding landscape. He could even grab the surrounding area itself and tilt it, described
How? Oh. He made water look like you can grab it. It's just tilted. Bro, yeah. What?
as making the entire sea tilt.
How do you make the
Similarly to
sea
Garp,
tilt?
Whitebeard
That
was one of
doesn't make
Roger's
sense.
biggest rivals, and as such deserves one of the highest places on the list. Number 4.
Wait, if that's the case, why is Odin
was
so
one of
far
Roger's
down?
biggest rivals, and as such deserves one of the
That
highest
literally makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Bro,
places on the list. Number 4, Gold D. Roger.
He better
Gold
be
D.
S.
Roger was a legendary pirate who, as captain of the Roger Pirates, held the title of Pirate King. Roger
Pirate
was hailed
King.
as one of the strongest pirates of all time, if not the strongest, considered nearly unstoppable in battle. Roger had the highest bounty ever in pirating history, over 5,500,000,000 bellies. He could also clash evenly
that
with
bag on him.
Whitebeard. It's even said that their fight once lasted for 3 days and 3 nights straight, until it resulted in a draw. Roger also possessed immense levels of endurance and vitality, even when his body was ravaged by an incurable disease. Aided by Crocus's medical skills, he managed to conquer the Grand
I was
Line
about to say,
in a
never
mere
mind.
3 years. As the
Dang.
only pirate king ever, Roger is undeniably one of the strongest characters that ever lived.
Oh,
the
we
fact
saw
about
A.
Shanks that I'm
Oh,
sharing
yikes.
at the end actually happened during his first appearance in episode 4, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is as soon as we cover the last 3 characters on the list. Number 3, Rock D. Zebek. Along with
Rock
Roger,
D.
Fox was
Zebek.
one of the strongest pirates of that era. His face hasn't been revealed yet, but from his silhouette, we can see that he had long and spiky dreadlocks and used to wear a sailor's coat alongside a buttoned shoulder belt. Rox, according to all the stories about him, was a
Rox.
ruthless man who had great ambition of attaining power and becoming the king of the world. He was known all around the world as a dangerous man who was known to cause chaos and destruction everywhere he went. The world government wanted to put an end to him because he continuously tried to uncover their secrets as well as destroy the Marines and Celestial Dragons. Possibly his most impressive
okay.
feat is that he had 3 future emperors serving under him: Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido. The appearance of the D in Rock's name
He had them as underlings? I didn't hear that right. No, I couldn't have heard that right.
Destroy the Marines and Celestial
couldn't remember that
Dragons. Possibly his most impressive feat is that he had 3 future emperors serving under him: Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido.
Yo.
The appearance of the D in Rock's name and his accomplishments would make him so dangerous to the point where it took the unholy alliance of Monkey D. Garp and Pirate Gold D. Roger to finally take him down for good.
There's no
Kaido even
way.
pictured Zebek alongside legendary and powerful figures like Shanks, Odin, Whitebeard, and Roger, further hinting at Zebek's might. At the end of the day, it would
I
not
can't wait
be
to
a
see
stretch
him.
to say Rox was arguably the strongest and most dangerous pirate to ever
His
live.
name is
He was
Rox,
the
though.
Pirate King's greatest rival, and was only taken down due to the alliance between 2 very powerful men. This fact makes it clear that Zebek was definitely the strongest
Definitely
pirate
S
of his
tier,
era and could easily
okay.
defeat anyone who opposed him. Number 2. Emu. The world of One Piece is primarily ruled by the powerful and resourceful world government. It owns
Okay.
the Marines who bring law and order to all seas across the world. The Gorosei are the public rulers of the world government, but they secretly report to Emu, who's the hidden puppet master and governor of the entire world's operation. Emu might rule from the shadows, but he's aware of everything that goes on in the world and gets all the information he needs through the Gorosei and the newspapers. During
Okay.
Emu's first appearance, he cut out photos of Luffy, Blackbeard, Vivi, and Shirahoshi. Emu clearly wants all of them destroyed because unknowingly to
Bro's
them,
a
they
school
pose a huge
threat.
threat to the system he created in this world. It's very likely that Emu knows all the secrets of the world, including the events of the Void Century.
My
This is why
man's a
he erased
menace.
most of it from the history books and destroyed Ohara. Recently in the manga, we got to see what Emu is capable of. In chapter 1060, we saw Emu crossing an island of Lelugia from the map, and immediately after, the island was struck by a blast from the sky, completely destroying it. Because of this, a lot of fans believe that Emu is in
Oh.
possession of one of the ancient weapons,
Uranus.
If this is true, this alone would make him one of the most dangerous characters in the series. Number 1. Joyboy. Joyboy is one of the biggest mysteries and legends of One Piece. His name would be
Joyboy?
mentioned for the first time during the end of the
Who is
Fishman Island arc,
Joyboy?
when Neptune talked to Robin after seeing her read the apology he carved into the poneglyph. Joyboy appears to have been around during the Void Century and for some unknown reason have failed to fulfill a promise he made to the former princess of Fishman Island and her people. Joyboy is the person who
Joyboy.
located Laughtail and placed the ultimate treasure,
Bro,
One
whose
Piece,
dad
there.
is this?
Although Joyboy's appearance was never revealed in the story, he's usually imagined by fans as a laughing giant who wears similar straw hats to Luffy. Based on the recent revelations of the Gomu Gomu fruit and the reveal that it's actually mythical Zoan-type devil fruit, it's more than likely Joyboy was the past owner of this fruit, which
Joyboy.
granted its users the power to do anything they
Wait.
desire.
Past owner? Wait. I don't know. Wait, that's. Wait.
Joyboy was a companion to the island-sized elephant, Zunesha, and he would communicate with it via an ability known as the Voice of All Things. Joyboy was prophesied to return 800 years after the Void Century, and during the third arc of Wano, when Luffy awakened his devil fruit, Zunesha would tell Momonosuke that Joyboy has returned. Luffy awakened his devil fruit very recently and didn't yet master its power. If Joyboy had the same devil fruit, he was definitely way more experienced at using it than Luffy currently is. Now let's cover a fact about Shanks that I was talking about. Well, at the very beginning of the anime, in episode 4, Shanks lost his arm while saving Luffy from the Sea King. However,
Okay.
after that, Shanks just angrily looked at the Sea King and the monster immediately escaped. This was because Shanks actually used Haki to scare the Sea King, even though Haki would be properly introduced hundreds of episodes later. Click on this video, where we covered all 11
Bro, yeah, I expected like something like crazy. Okay, so when it comes to devil fruits, right? How can it be passed down if the fruit is completely like, eaten? So would that mean that every time a devil fruit is consumed and the person that has that devil fruit dies, does it just like respawn somewhere randomly? If so, that's kind of cool. And also, could like, let's just say you have a devil fruit, right? Let's just say it's the rumble fruit, right? What has? Let's just say you take a bite of one, bam. You give it to your friend, he takes a bite, bam. He takes a bite, he takes a bite. They have an army of rumble fruit users, or is that not how that works? And like you all just die, because that'd be interesting. But anyways, this was that. That was this. Bye bye.